Hey, my name is Deanna McGee. I'm a double diamond with It Works Global, and I wanted to share my story with you. I came across this product in the summer of 2012, and at that time, I had recently gone for a tummy tuck consultation. It was going to be $6,000, and my family, we just didn't have a budget that we could pull $6,000 for mommy to feel good about herself. So I had passed on that opportunity, even though I really, really wanted that, and I felt like my body needed it. So I came across this before and after picture of a belly on Facebook, and I reached out to my friend and I said, "What is this? I need that." Um, I had gotten pregnant at 21 years old and gained 80 pounds. I initially weighed 116 pounds. I was doing bikini contests, modeling, all kinds of promotional events, things like that. And so I saw this picture and I said, I need this. I found out that it was affordable and I wanted to try it. So she came over that night. She put this crazy wrap thing on my belly, and my results were phenomenal. The first thing that I personally noticed was that my skin that had been so stretched out after having two children and gaining so much weight with my pregnancies, um, was that the elasticity in my skin came back. I could feel thickness to my skin. It didn't feel like paper thin skin anymore. So I was really excited about that. I asked her, how much are these things? I want to get more. Is it always $25 every time I wrap? And so she told me what it was. She told me I could get them cheaper. Um, and I said, well, it is cheaper to do this other option and get them for wholesale, but I just can't see spending that kind of money on myself. I'm a mom. My husband at that time, he and I both were working, and we were putting food on the table, but we weren't living lavishly. And I couldn't justify spending money on myself to improve my image and my confidence. So she said, well, you could become a distributor and get wraps for free. So at that point, I was like, well, yeah, let's do that. Why not? I know, a few people that might want to try this. I know some other moms, they might want to try, but why not? So I became a distributor, and at that point, I just wanted to tell a couple girls. I did not want to be that girl that got involved in a multi-level marketing business and was blasting everybody about it. That just wasn't me. That's never been me. I've never been into sales, and these companies just weren't my thing. I have bought plenty of products from companies like It Works, whether it was purses or candles or cookware or makeup. I had bought plenty of products, but I never wanted to get involved in the opportunity that would change your life, right? We all hear that. It's so cliche, right? That's what I thought too. So anyway, I did it. I wanted free wraps. I told a couple friends. One friend met me in a parking lot locally, and I gave her a wrap. She gave me 25 bucks, and she said, "Hey, Deanna, if this thing works, I'm going to jump on board too." So sure enough, we have a product that works. She had amazing results. She got involved, and fast forward a year, this same girl, who's my friend, I've known her since elementary school, saw her at the pool, and she said, "Deanna, you will not believe how much money I made last month." So she shared that information with me, and I was just blown away. How could this girl, the same age as me, working mom of two children, we were both married at that time, how could she be making $20,000 a month? Yes, you heard me right. $20,000 a month in commissions. So at that point, that was a huge eye opener, and I said, I am all in. I can't afford to let people tell me that they don't want to see belly pictures. Their opinions are not going to pay my bills. Their opinions are not going to make me five figures a month. So I didn't care anymore. I just started posting on Facebook. I started sharing it with everybody. She and I both were working in a medical field, doing marketing for totally different practices. So instead of me sharing, when somebody said, "What is it that you do for work?" Instead of saying, "Hey, I manage a really busy medical office, I do marketing, I do events, I changed it. I said, "I have this huge health and wellness business," or "I have this huge body wrap business." And so I became proud of what I did. And 6 months later, my life looked totally different. That was in October of 2013. By March of 2014, I was able to fully replace my income in my medical career. I retired from my medical career. Later that month, I hit a $10,000 bonus. And you know what changed? You know what else changed? I could not fail. At this point in my life, I had I didn't have the luxury to fail. I was going through a divorce. My husband had left during that period of time in those 6 months, and I was getting no help. I've still to this day never gotten a penny in child support, never gotten anything towards our mortgage. My medical job would not even pay my mortgage payment, let alone put food on the table or keep the lights on or pay for the water bill. I didn't have an opportunity to fail. I needed this. While many people would say, you know what, I would love to do what you're doing, Deanna, but there's so much going on in my life, I can't tackle this right now. I used that problem to fuel my fire. It fanned my flames because I needed this. I didn't have any other option. So, like I said, I worked my butt off with this business. I started sharing it with everybody. I put wraps on bodies. I didn't have a whole lot of parties, to be honest with you. I just put wraps on bodies. I would meet people. If I had never met them before, we'd go to a public place like Panera or Starbucks, and I would put a wrap on them in the bathroom. I can't tell you how many times I've done that. And that's where my success has come from, getting wraps on bodies. So March, I hit a huge promotion, and I got a massive bonus. For me, in my career, bonuses were like $100 Christmas bonus. Hey, Merry Christmas, here's your $100 bonus. Oh, it's your 1 year review. Okay, you're doing a great job. Pat on the back. Here's a 50 cents raise. That was on a good year. Sometimes I literally got a 5 cent, 10 cent raise. So I got a really big raise, and I got a $10,000 bonus. I got a $10,000 bonus for hitting this promotion. This promotion that they had was offered several times over that year and a half that I was involved with It Works. And I had seen it come and go, and I didn't hit it. You know, for those of you familiar with It Works in the ranks, it took me a year to go Ruby. It took me till June 2013 to go Ruby, so 11 months. Most people hit that in just a couple months. It doesn't even have to take you that long. Ruby is very attainable. It took me a year. So this business did not come easy for me. I worked. I put in a lot of man hours to get where I am today. So a lot of people see where I am today and they think, oh, I want that. It's going to happen for me overnight. No, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take dedication, persistency, and consistency. Without any one of those things, it's not going to happen for you. You have to be dedicated. You have to be consistent, and you have to believe in what you do and be excited about what you do. So I hit diamond in March of 2014. 2 months later, I hit double diamond, and I hit another big bonus. I got a $15,000 bonus for going double diamond. Double diamonds average $6,000 a month in commissions. I can tell you that I've made more than double that. Not everybody does. Not everybody will. I am a top 300 income earner as a double diamond, and I'm not even at the top rank of the company. I've got a ways to go before I get there yet. How did this happen for me? You know, I have struggled. I come from a family that is pretty well to do. They have worked hard to get where they are, and they have saved their money. My dad went to college and became a doctor. My stepdad, he has his own business. He has since sold, but he worked really hard to get to where he was. He has his business. It didn't come easy for him. He sold his product all around the world, and it wasn't anything like multi-level marketing. He sold aluminum docks and seawalls, and he has clients all around the world. But he worked hard to maintain a good reputation. He believed in what he did. And so I learned those things. But it wasn't handed to me. This business wasn't handed to me. My financial situation wasn't handed to me. I worked hard to get here. I struggled. During my marriage, there were months, years that went by where I couldn't afford to put money on our table. We were both working, and still we just were living paycheck to paycheck. We were having to pull money out of our rainy day fund, our savings account, just to pay off our credit card bills. Um, so, and you know what? I'm going to share something with you that most people don't know. The only people that know this are a select group of family members. My closest friends don't know this. I've never shared this with my team before. But here's the real truth. I used to go to a food pantry in Orlando, Florida here, and it was a very, very humbling experience. There was a line when they would bring toiletries and paper goods in. There was a line, and you had to stand in that line and hope that there was still some left for when you got to the front of the line. I would buy expired cereals and perishables and expired canned goods, and I couldn't tell you how many times my pantry got those nasty little bugs because something that I got was too old and it had gotten those bugs. And I have goosebumps right now because I never thought that I would be in that position. But that's the truth. So when you look at my story now and you see, wow, she just got a car. She got her brand new car that she's been dreaming about for years. It's easy for her. She lives this life that I could never have. Let me tell you right now, that's not the truth. That is not the truth. You can have this life. Whatever you want and whatever you dream, you can make that a reality. But as long as you keep making excuses for why you can't do it, or telling yourself that you can't do it, and not believing in yourself, find somebody who believes in you. I believe in you. There's more people out there that will believe in you before you believe in yourself, and I promise you that. I didn't believe in myself at one point. I'm a college dropout. I never thought that I could be making 5 figures a month, especially in the fashion that I am now on a regular basis. And I'm going to share something else with you too that I haven't talked about before. I never wanted to be a stay-at-home parent. I never wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. But now I wouldn't trade that for the world. I never have to tell my children that I can't make it to their soccer game, or that I can't make it to their school function, or when they're hosting their chapel at their school. They're so proud of that, and I don't have to miss that. I'm so glad that I get to be there. My son's class right now, they're making something for their Thanksgiving Day feast and to give their parents. And so I've been able to go in and help them make those special memories that their family will have forever. Those kids will remember that forever. My son will remember that I get to sit next to him and I get to help his class with that. While most parents aren't able to be there to do that because they're working. Even the Thanksgiving Day feast, the field trips, there's parents that aren't going to be able to make it. There's parents that haven't been able to make it ever. Or there's ones that used to be stay-at-home parents and now had to get a job because their family is suffering. It doesn't have to be that way. I was talking to one of my distributors recently, and she said, I have a hard time identifying myself with people who are living this lavish lifestyle. And I asked her why, and she said, well, I've never had that, and so I feel like it's phony. I feel like that's unattainable for me. And so she was ashamed to admit it, but she said she felt like she blocked those people out. And I told her, while I post about this new car that I just got, that I'm really excited about, and I have every reason to be excited about it because I've worked hard for that, it doesn't mean that I'm not excited that I get to fill up my gas tank in cash, in wrap cash that I made in 5 minutes. It doesn't mean that I'm not excited that I get to pay my power bill, my credit card bill, my water bill, that I pay all of that off as they come in instead of waiting till the very last minute. It all starts somewhere. I didn't get involved in this and just get to go pick out my brand new car. That's not what happened. I wish I would have brought it in here, but I'll have to take pictures of it. I have a coupon book. I lived on coupons. I have a coupon book that's old and ratty and torn because it was used so much. I stockpiled stuff. I would get several newspapers and I would stockpile on coupons and sell the stuff that I got for like pennies or for free from the store, and I would sell them at a garage sale just to put food on our table. This didn't come easy for me. I have struggled. And now I get to live a lifestyle where I could go on vacation, or I can go shopping if I need something. If my kids want to enroll in a sport or go on a field trip or go to a theme park, we can do that and I don't have to think about it. All it took was some dedication, some consistency, persistency, excitement, belief. All of those things mixed together is how I got where I am. Didn't happen overnight. I had people that believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. I don't have any special training. I didn't finish college. I've never been in sales before. You know what I've done? I've bartended. I've worked in the chiropractic field for 10 years. I'm very passionate about that, but that didn't allow me to be with my babies. That would never pay me 5 figures a month. I wasn't a doctor. I was a chiropractic assistant. I managed busy offices. So that is my story with It Works. And I'm still working. I'm still moving forward and I'm going places. But that is only because I'm putting in the effort. And I'm telling you now, if you put that effort in, it might not happen next week, next month, next year, but it will happen when God's timing is right. And I'm telling you, it is all about God's timing. If this would have happened prior to when it did, I would be in a different place. God knew what he was doing. He knew that I had a divorce on the horizon before I even realized that. And I needed this to blossom when it did. Not on my time, but on his time. And so still, having not ever received a penny in child support or a penny for my mortgage, our mortgage, I have been able to maintain a better lifestyle now as a single mom than I did as a married woman on 2 household incomes. How does that happen? God knows. It's his time. It's not your time. You just keep doing what you're supposed to do, and you just keep moving forward. Slow and steady does not win this race. You keep pushing. Don't get torn up on yourself because it didn't happen for you overnight or in 1 month. You didn't go Ruby in a month. So what? I watched this promotion come and go. How many times? How many times did I watch the Diamond promotion go? It took me 11 months to hit Ruby. Are you kidding me? I recently had somebody who said, I was really excited about this, but I didn't go Ruby in 30 days, so I'm not sure how this is going to work out for me. Are you kidding me? It didn't happen for me overnight either. It doesn't have to take you 11 months to go Ruby, but it sure doesn't have to take you 30 days to go Ruby either. Chill out, work, do what you're supposed to do, put wraps on bodies, share our product, this opportunity with people, and that little cliche that I talked about earlier, that it would change your life, it will. It does. It has. And I'm telling you what, aside from the money and the financial freedom and the freedom of time, those things are priceless, by the way. Money won't make you happy, but the ability to do what you want when you want does. You think it's hard? It's not. You know what's hard is telling your kids, I'm sorry, I can't be there for your field trip. That's what's hard. But aside from all of that, with this company, the one thing that I can appreciate the most is that the relationships I have built, surrounding myself with like-minded individuals, men and women. And yes, there are lots of men who do this business who are not married or engaged or boyfriends of somebody who does it. There are lots of successful men who do this, single men. And you guys can do it too. But the friendships that you make in this are lifelong bonds that you will have forever. The best of friends. I'm in a friend's wedding this weekend, actually. My daughter and I are. And without It Works, I would probably have never met this woman. She's a beautiful, inside and out. She has a beautiful heart. And I love her, her family. We've gotten to know each other so well. And I'm really excited to be in her wedding this weekend. And that's just an example of one of my closest friends. I would never have met her had it not been for this business. When I joined, if somebody said, oh, you'll make new friends, it'll be like a whole new family, at that point I would have just, okay, I don't need any more friends. I'm fine with where I'm at right now. I didn't join for that reason, but I didn't realize how important those bonds and those friendships are. I was content in where I was in that point in my life, and after a really nasty divorce, I needed a new group of people. I needed a new group of friends that were on the same page as me, wanting more out of life. And many of them are married, some are single, some are engaged, Some are also divorced. And that's fine. We're all on our own journey, our own walk. And my journey is going to be different than yours. But I promise you, you apply yourself, you keep your excitement about what you're doing, it's going to happen for you. Stay consistent. Keep sharing this opportunity. Keep sharing these amazing products with people. They will change their lives, your lives, and you're going to be blessed for it. I promise.